How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Learn the Language. In this lesson, we're going to talk about user input and variables. They both go hand in hand, so we have to learn both of them at the same time. We're going to start with variables. Now, what is a variable? I'm sure most of you took algebra, or you will at some point in the future, but basically a variable is a character that stands for something else. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, so let's say we have we're going to call it variable x, and we're going to say x is equal to 24. Now, what that means is we can go through and use x, and instead of typing 24 each time, we just type x. And that has a lot of uses, and it makes things a lot easier for us. So, because let's say we had a huge couple thousand line program, okay, and everything's going good, but we realize the whole time we've been using x is equal to 24, and we realize we needed it to be 23. And sometimes one number can make a difference. Okay, well, if we hard coded it, meaning we typed, instead of using x, we just typed 24 every time we need it, that means we'd have to go through each line of code and change the number to 23. But at the beginning of our program, if we had set the variable x equal to 24, all we'd have to do is come back to the top and just change it. Whoops. And just change it. Now, to use variables, you have to declare them, because if you just type x equals 24, that means nothing to the program. Your compiler has no idea what x is, and that's what it's telling you. It's undefined. It's nothing. It's garbage. Doesn't mean anything. So you have to let the compiler know that, hey, we're going to use a variable and we're going to call it x. Now, there are multiple types of variables. I'll list the main ones we're going to use here. We're going to use throughout our tutorial series. I'm going to list them for you now, but I'm not going to go into full detail because we're only going to mainly work with one type for this session. Okay, so you have a variable type called int. An int is an integer. It is a whole number. We're going to call that int x. Now that's telling the program that we want to use a variable of integer type. And we're going to go ahead and set it to 24. Now, like I said, integers, ints, are only whole numbers. So if you put 24.45, that doesn't make sense to the compiler. And I believe, let me run this, I believe it will let us do that, but when it goes to run the program, it's going to cut the 0.45 off, like it never existed. It doesn't round it up or down, it just cuts it off. So integers are only whole numbers. Now you have what's called floats, and floats use decimals. So let's say you have a float y, and it's equal to 30.12. And with floats, you can use decimals. Now, if you try to multiply, add, if you try to use math between ints and floats, it's not going to work. Your output is going to be either an integer or a float. You're not going to get the number you want. Okay? So just for now, there are ways around that, and we will talk about it. But just for now, remember that ints go with ints, floats go with floats. And to recap, integers are whole numbers, and floats have decimals. Another type of variable that we'll use a lot is called a Boolean variable, or a bool is what you would actually type. And we'll call this z. Now, a Boolean value can only be one of two things. It is true or it is false. True or false. And these are very, very powerful. And this is actually, I think, only a C++ thing. In C, I don't think you can use Booleans. I think you can only use that in C++. I'm not real sure about that, but I want to say so. But this is what we'll be working with the most, is these three. There are other types. You have doubles. It doesn't even matter. I'm going to get too far ahead and confuse you and confuse myself. So this is the main types of variables that we will be using. So let's start our program off. We're going to do something, we're going to use some user input here. And we're going to keep this simple. So we're going to, basically we're going to ask the user how old they are, and then we will display their age on the screen. So to ask the user how old they are, we need a place to store that information. So we will type int, we want to declare an integer, and we will call that integer age. And for now, we're not going to set it to anything. We don't know the user's age, so we're just going to int age and put a semicolon. We're going to come down from there, and we're going to cout, and remember to put your two less than signs, and we're going to ask the user to put in input. We're going to say, please enter your age. And we'll put a colon and a space to make it look pretty. And then go ahead and put your semicolon there. Now here's where we're going to get some input. So you use cout to output. So to get input, you're going to put C in. And instead of less than signs, you're going to use two greater than signs. Now, after your two greater than signs, you're going to put where the information will be stored. So we want, when they enter their age, we want it to be stored in our variable called age. So we'll type age there and then put a semicolon. Now we're going to want to display that to the screen somehow. So let's put cout, and we're just going to kind of clean this up. Let's just do an inline, so that way it spaces it out, makes it a little easier to read. And then we're going to do cout your age is, make sure you put a space here, else it'll bundle it up. We're going to put two less than signs. Now you want to type your variable, and then put two more less than signs and put inline there, just to kind of pretty it up. Then after that, we want to be able to read what's going on. So system pause, if you remember how to do that. Semicolon, and then make sure you put your return 0. So before we run this, let's go over what this program is going to do. So first we're telling the compiler that we want to use a variable of integer type, and we're calling it age. Then we are going to ask the user to please enter their age. After that, we're going to use a cin, where we're actually going to store the information into the variable age. We cout an inline character just so it spaces it out and formats it and makes it a little bit easier to read. And then we're going to drop down a line, and we're going to cout, and we're going to display the user's age. It's going to say your age is, and then we put two more less than signs, and we put the actual variable name age. Now let's build this. I'm going to use F7 just to build it to make sure it's going to run correctly. And it does. We have a succeed here. So now let's actually run it and see what happens. And our program came up, and it says please enter your age. I am 28, so I'll type in 28 there, and then press enter. It comes back and it says your age is 28. Press any key to continue. And that's about it for variables. As the episodes go on, we will get into math and stuff like that. But most of the time, it's better to use variables than it is to hard code it. And so what I mean by that is putting in the number every time, or putting in the letter, or whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that when you're using variables, you name them something that relates to what it actually is. So I call this age because we are finding the age. You know, it wouldn't make sense to call this, and like I said, you can name them whatever you want to, but it wouldn't make sense to name this variable Trash Can Panda. Okay? Somebody else comes in and they're reading through our program and they say Trash Can Panda. They have no idea what that is. So it's good to keep the names of your variables relevant. Now, something I would like to say here is capitalization does matter. and I'll show you what I mean. Age, then I'll do this. Okay, so age and age. Those are two different things, completely two different things that will not work, and I will show you. So I will come down here and I'll capitalize this one. Now you already see I got a red line. So let's build it and see what our output says. We got one failed. Why did it fail? Error. Age is an undeclared identifier. It's because the compiler has no idea what this is. We'll have to change that back. Well, that's going to be it for today's lesson. It's just a small introduction to variables. And the next lesson we'll probably get into something a little more in depth with variables. We'll probably get into using arithmetic and mathematical operators and stuff like that, which as we go on, the episodes and lessons will get longer because they'll be more in depth. Right now it's just showing you funny things. What I would like you to do is sort of like a homework thing here, is play around with this. Create your own variables. Prompt the user, to enter different stuff. Now I will tell you that you can only use numbers when you're using integers, so don't try to put in what is your name. We will get into that. I will teach you how to use stuff like that soon, but play around with the numbers just for now, or play around with other things. A lot of programmers playing around with stuff, just typing shit in and see what happens. Experiment. You're not going to tear your computer up, just play with it. But until the next episode, y'all have a great day.